Yo, 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 it's Misha Dex, and
Your boy, Keymon.
I can't wait till you figure something else out. Cause that yo boy.
Nah, it's gonna be a staple. That's gonna be like almost like when the boxing match when get ready to rumble. Gonna be
Speaking of
that.
boxing
It's
matches,
gonna be that big.
speaking of boxing matches,
Oh,
let me tell
what
you something.
what happened?
If Clarissa Fields and Muhammad Ali daughter, Layla
Uh,
Ali,
uh,
fight, I'm cashing out. I'm going.
are you? Uh,
That's gonna be
yeah,
why be negative? I don't
yeah,
even know who I will honestly. I couldn't even tell you who I'll be going. It'll be just emotional because I'll
yeah.
just be like,
I
dang.
I don't know much about neither one, but
Hmm.
especially the new star.
Hmm.
I don't know much about her outside of the negative stuff that's in social media, but um,
And that's because you know what? One thing I'm learning about social media in general, it has a lot of opinions and it's unpopular. And a lot of times when people don't fit your stereotypical norm of what they
mm,
consider beauty, right? And I think
mm,
with Clarissa, she started off boxing so young, and I don't think she had a chance to really jump into like growing up like we did,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
And
yeah,
so fashion wasn't her thing. She also grew up very poor.
yeah,
So that wasn't important to her. Like where
yeah,
we, at her age of when she started boxing, at that age we were like worried about our outfits and
yeah,
who we
yeah, yeah,
impressing. And she was trying to get to the Olympics, which she
yeah.
did multiple times. And
Oh, did
so,
she? See, I
oh
only,
yeah, she has
yeah,
it even tattooed on her arm. She has the
mm,
Olympic symbol, and I
okay,
think it says times three on it.
okay,
Yeah, like and right now she's currently with Papoose.
yeah.
Um so I
But that's
think
the
that
negative energy that,
yeah,
yeah,
because nobody wants to see people giddy. Like that's not cute no more.
yeah,
Like they want to pay attention to the drama, right?
mm,
Like the basketball like I mean the sports players that's got all these multiple baby
yeah,
mamas.
yeah, yeah,
And
yeah,
I think for Carissa, I root for her because I feel like her confidence is not just in the ring. She had to build confidence around a lot of stereotypes,
mm,
And yeah, I mean, if she was, and then I don't even want to go here, but I'm gonna just say it. Like if she had quote unquote good hair, or if she was a certain skin tone,
mm,
I don't think nobody would be coming for her
yeah,
for being so. I want to say she has a level of naiveness that you
mm,
don't see in a lot of grown women in the
yeah,
spotlight. But
yeah.
the reality is, it's a lot of naive grown women.
Yeah, yeah,
But I rocks with her.
yeah. No, for sure. And I think obviously, being at that level, I just think everything is under a microscope in
Yeah.
terms of how you move, what you say, who you date,
How
whatever
you
the case
dress,
may
how you
be.
carry
Yeah,
yourself.
yeah. It's a lot, and it's almost like it's unfair,
Hmm.
um, because they work so hard to get this certain level, and it's just like what the fuck? Like why did I do it?
Right, but
You
the
know?
thing is, they didn't get to this level to be scrutinized, right?
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
she got
exactly.
in because of the sport,
Yeah,
like and feeding her family and
yeah,
getting out of poverty. And like a
yeah,
lot of us, we maybe not go to the Olympics, right? But you play basketball to get away from some of the things that you
hmm,
were enduring, right?
yeah,
Like I escaped through poetry. The difference is we didn't get to the Olympics.
yeah,
We didn't reach these type of heights and milestones, but at the end of the day, the starting point was almost the same.
hmm,
And so I think that regardless to who she is as a person, as far as who she dates,
hmm,
how they get on her about the way she dressed, it's like, yeah, y'all paying attention to the wrong thing
yeah,
because she's
yeah,
undefeated.
yeah, yeah. No,
It's
and
like,
that's
and yeah, y'all can say it on the internet, but
yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's and I keep saying like, oh, I'm gonna pull away from social media, but also again, I feel like the my contribution is my energy and what I put out there is so important.
Yeah.
For the smallest human to the,
Yeah,
you know,
you just don't know. Like you just don't know. Like, with me having like my business page, obviously, I meet people and they, follow and I get a lot of times like, oh, you follow me back, and I'm like, yeah, why wouldn't I,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
And it's like
yeah,
people think you're bigger than the program sometimes, and in reality, you're not. You're still programming. So it's
yeah,
not that I'm bigger than the program. I am still programming myself, and you know, for me, the fortunate thing is, whereas I have friends and family that say they want to start stuff and they don't, I just do,
mm-hmm,
regardless to what happens with it. I'm
mm-hmm,
just gonna keep starting.
mm-hmm, yeah,
Even like right now, I'm trying to, really jump into this digital content world where I'm like helping people, build their content on their brand.
okay,
And so last night I was at a baby shower with a friend, and one of my associates, who happens to be one of my cousin's close friends, he was hyped about being a DJ for the night. And
oh
even
really,
though it was a DJ there, right?
uh-huh,
Uh, he wanted to experience it.
uh-huh,
So I don't know how to explain the sheer joy that was on this grown man's face to
yeah,
be behind the equipment.
yeah,
But some told me to record him in the moment that I did.
uh-huh,
And it was right when he was counting down to transition to the next song, which was
uh-huh,
Loop.
uh-huh,
And then I was able to pan it over to the crowd at the same time.
uh-huh,
And you just see everybody grooving, they change, and he was just
yeah,
so hyped.
yeah,
Anyway, long story short, the actual DJ's wife saw the video,
uh-huh,
and she was like, "Who recorded this? This is clean."
uh-huh,
And they both were like, "She did,"
uh-huh,
and she was like, "You want to, like? Can we talk business? Like, my husband needs somebody to follow him around for the work he does."
oh
And come to
really,
find out, he don't just do DJing; he's
uh-huh,
a barber in Compton.
uh-huh,
And so anyway, in the long story short, we got into a discussion about content, and he was like, "Yo, I got some projects that I want to work on with you. How much you gonna charge?" And I said, "Let's not talk about price. Let's talk about partnership.
yeah,
Because if I you charge me, I mean, if I charge you for one thing and
uh,
then that's it, when we can create a pocket to help each other out."
yeah, yeah,
So yeah, we started following each other, and so I'm gonna chop it up with him. But the point I'm making is like we got to step into these
yeah, yeah,
spaces
I
that we
know,
keep talking about. Right,
mm-hmm,
right.
mm-hmm, it
So
is.
that was a testament for me. So I know I'm doing a lot of talking.
No,
What's
it's all
something
good.
that
You
you
always talk a lot.
shut up, shut up. Sometimes,
Sometimes,
sometimes somebody.
sometimes.
No, what is something you feel like either you overcame this past week or that you're striving for this week?
Hmm. Fatigue.
That's what
Fatigue.
you accomplishing for being
Yeah.
fatigueless.
Well, getting over it. Getting over it.
Okay.
I think it's just been a rough week with the little one sleeping.
Hmm.
But also, obviously deeper than that, it's just still showing up in terms of making sure everything gets done for this party this week. So I
Okay.
still have the yard labor, some projects I need to work on. But then more importantly, I feel like, and this is obviously no shade or whatever, but I have been taking the grunt of the sleepless nights with the
Okay.
baby in
Got it.
terms of getting up, letting her play at 2:30 in the morning and putting it like
I
it's
saw
been
a
it's
video.
yeah,
I saw your story, and I
yeah,
almost said something. Then I was like, "Nah, he probably just tired." I was gonna make a joke, like tell
yeah,
her to go to bed.
yeah, no, and so, but also, just taking on the grunt work versus hey, get up, because what I have lined up the following week and moving forward for some time,
Hmm.
I know that it's gonna have to be flop
It's going to be
because
what?
it's gonna have to be switched. It's gonna have to be switched.
Oh,
Like,
oh,
and not
flop. Oh,
because
got you,
it
got you.
is not, and it's not because like, oh, it's tip. tit for tat thing is just like it is.
No,
That's just the
it's
way it is going to
partnership.
have to be. Yeah, yeah.
It's
So
partnership and understanding. Like we gotta have our turns, right?
yeah, yeah, yeah. And you know, it's as much as I sit here and say, "Oh, I'm tired," but for some strange reason or some amazing reason or feeling that like it's it feels good, like
Yeah,
to
I can understand
push
that.
through, like
Yeah.
you know. So yeah, it's just wild. It's just wild. Wild time with little and sleeping, getting things together with the yards, and she's good for her birthday next week. So just a lot of moving pieces.
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
I think there's so many different ways to think about things like or process it that I
yeah,
don't feel like we
yeah,
give ourselves credit for.
yeah.
So
No, for
hearing you
sure.
saying like it's rewarding although you're tired, I mean it's a
Yeah,
good tired, right? Because
yeah.
you're investing. Like this weekend was kind of emotional in the sense my oldest god baby went off to school.
Uh-huh.
Parker's daughter, Ari,
Arkansas.
aka Suge, yeah.
Hmm.
And I got like I already knew she was going, right? Like I already knew
Hmm.
that was happening. Um, but I don't know what it was. I said, hey, can you send me a picture of her while
Hmm.
y'all there?
Hmm.
And he sent me a picture of her, and dude, I got so emotional. And it's not that I didn't know she was going,
Yeah,
right? We knew this
yeah,
day was
yeah.
coming. But it's something about putting your eye on the prize that causes
Mm,
a different reaction.
mm,
So I'm saying that because you're talking about like, you've done all these things and you're tired, but it's a good tired. And I feel like it was a good emotion. Like this baby
yeah,
made it, right?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
she's living away from home for the first time. Um, and it's interesting because even as you're talking about being tired right now, baby girl eventually is gonna go off to college.
Yeah,
And
no, for sure. Yeah,
and it's like these days they ain't gonna even
yeah,
it's not that they won't matter, but they
yeah.
won't be it'll be worth
They
it.
won't be in the moment.
Yeah,
Like it's
yeah,
gonna be
yeah.
always it's gonna be a different moment because we were just talking about that today in terms of just like how she's asking questions already. Mommy, Daddy, what's that? What's that? And this is in the car, so we don't know what she's pointing at because obviously she's in the car seat. So we're like,
Mhm.
oh, it's a building. Oh, it's a car. And it's like, oh, these there they come. Here come all the questions because
Right.
she's so
Inquisitive.
curious right now. She's
Yeah.
like, what? And it's funny because we were taking a walk and she just started singing her song, Mommy Finger, where are you? Just out of nowhere. And she, here I am, here I am. And it's just, yeah, like those, like that, because the, the period behind the moment. Like that's what
Right.
it's for.
Listen, you so happy your screen won't even stop bouncing you around. Look, your screen, even your screen is like la 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 la.
uh, um, but
No,
yeah,
I
but
love
then,
hearing that. I love hearing that, dude, because I wish again, it's a lot of every time we talk about where we are now and with your kids and me being an aunt and a godmom, I think about some of the things that I wished I experienced. But you know
mhm,
what I've also paid attention to? Y'all babies are not reflecting the way that we're reflecting because they have it. I
mm,
don't think these would be our conversations if we didn't have the upbringing that we did.
yeah,
And so it makes you appreciate because now what's special about us in this day and time is that we can see both ends. We can see our experience
mm,
and we watch theirs and we're like, ooh, y'all don't
mm,
get it. Like they
yeah,
don't they don't have they can't they ain't gonna survive a day, let alone
yeah,
an hour in the project.
yeah,
I played in the projects. I
yeah,
spent weekends
yeah.
in the projects. And like how we talked about in, season one and earlier on in season two about growing up knowing the local crackheads. They would not know nothing about that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And it's crazy because it's August month, so everybody's birthday is this month. and I got Tyler's wish list birthday. And I'm looking at this like like $400 shoes. Like, first of all, you don't, because it's because obviously you can't walk in the store and buy J's, so now
Hmm.
you got to get the resale. I'm like, you don't even take care of shoes, so no, that's not happening. You're not getting, like, I'm gonna get you something nice, but but just look, just I don't think I ever sent out a wish list.
Dude, I wish.
Yeah,
I just had
exactly,
a wish.
exactly,
I had multiple
exactly,
wishes. And guess
exactly.
what? I'm still mad at Santa Claus from elementary because he
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I'm still looking for the phone Barbie.
It's this is wild. It's wild. But I mean, but then the other side of it, we talk about the trauma, the trauma, the trauma, the
Mm,
trauma. Not letting them carry the trauma, not exposing them. And to be honest with you, I mean, knock on wood, like, I don't know. I can't even predict the trauma that they would speak about when they get to this age.
mm.
Like, I'm curious, like, because one,
That's a good thing. That
they're
like that's
yeah,
the
no, it's definitely a good thing. Um, but one, or the main reason, is like their dad is doing the best that he can,
yeah, yeah,
and sometimes that's gonna look it's gonna look different,
yeah. I
and sometimes we're
mean,
gonna fall short. Like, you know what I mean? So,
yeah, like even having them that weekend I had them, I what I really enjoyed the most is that I was able, of course, I make a big deal about being an aunt to my friends' kids.
hmm
But the jokes and the way we play, I didn't have that,
hmm
right? Where they could be like, "Girl, be quiet," and I'd be like, "Girl, you shut up," you know.
yeah,
But
yeah,
we, but
yeah,
they know when to draw the line, and I
yeah,
know when it's just them being having fun and feeling free and lax.
hmm
Because what it does is it builds that opportunity to have conversations, maybe
yeah,
not right now,
hmm
that they feel like, okay, it's safe here,
yeah,
right? And I don't think a lot of times, I guarantee you, if we got a group together of friends, like really close
hmm
friends, and we called the series Childhood Conversations,
hmm
I guarantee majority of us have the had the same experience where we couldn't talk to our parents about
hmm
certain things. We didn't
hmm
have that auntie that was checking in and having that, our uncle or
uh,
dad, And
sugar
so,
sandwich,
oh, geez. No,
syrup
we
sandwich.
had cheese on crackers and the white
Yeah,
crackers, and we put them
yeah,
in the oven. That's a
yeah,
whole other story. But no,
yeah,
it's like I'm grateful that they're having a different experience and
yeah. No, for sure.
the traumas that they're gonna have, we ain't gonna be able to relate to.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
it's just it's not our that's not gonna be our ministry because
yeah,
their trauma already as they're presenting it
mm,
has everything to do with fictitious stuff as far as we're concerned,
yeah,
like
yeah,
things that really did not matter.
yeah, yeah. No, that makes sense. That
Well,
makes
no,
sense.
let me take that back. It matters. It matters. It didn't matter to us at that time. That
Yeah,
wasn't what we were faced with. Like we grew up in different neighborhoods than them. They don't have that. And our level of responsibility was different.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
like for
yeah,
real, we didn't have the option to not wash dishes properly.
yeah,
We didn't have the option not to be in there and when it's your turn to clean the restroom and half step.
yeah, yeah. We definitely didn't. And washing dishes where you had to go go take the fucking dish pan to the bathroom to fill up the water because the water in the fucking kitchen didn't work. So that's how you had to wash the dishes. Like, all that shit, man. Like,
Wait,
that
take it
shit.
back. How about taking that, reusing the fried chicken grease and putting it in the coffee can?
Eggs, all that. Like, that shit is crazy. That shit's
Me
crazy.
and Tradisha was talking, and we were telling her daughter about like our us bonding as young people or as kids, and we didn't have the luxury of the cell phone and texting. Like we would be on our computer on Yahoo Messenger, send each other,
Mm,
seeing if we was on each other was online.
yeah,
And
yeah.
even before that, I would have to look to see if her car was out there or her dad's car was out there,
Mm,
or just simply walk across the
yeah,
street.
yeah,
But
yeah.
they have such convenience nowadays. And so
Too much.
again, their traumas, I'm not again, it's my cell phone ain't charged.
Yeah, yeah,
I need some edge control.
yeah, yeah. It's
Can I
definitely
get my
different.
nails done? What
Definitely
I
different.
remember I had to wear bubblegum pink polish until I was about 12. I couldn't even wear red or blue or light blue or pink. It was it was bubblegum pink, which was a clear with a hint of a sheen pink in it.
Yeah.
Till
Ooh,
12.
yeah, yeah. It's a
I
cold game.
remember
It's
I remember fighting with my dad about shaving my legs in high school because all the other girls were shaving their legs.
it's a cold game, but a beautiful game at the same time.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
it's a beautiful feeling just knowing that because some kids are not as fortunate as our kids are,
right.
right? Like our kids really have access to a lot of people. Like when they send out those Girl Scout cookie things, like people really support them,
Yeah,
and it's from the village. Like you know what I
yeah.
mean? But unfortunately, not every kid's like that.
And I was about to say, I know this probably like the darkest part of the conversation is as I'm looking at like all the deportation stuff that's happening
Hmm.
and how those kids are being like ripped away from their
Yeah,
families and stuff, or even the ones that have to be uprooted because what else you gonna do, right?
yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah,
so when it comes to the youth and the generation, I think if I had to predict what the future is going to be like because of like again to make sure I'm giving the best context of what I'm trying to say. We grew up rough, but we I think are the dopest generation because we got to see both worlds, right?
hmm,
And then a lot of us are not perpetuating some of the traumas that we grew up with the
yeah,
babies,
yeah,
right? I think we either going to have some of the dopest leaders in the future because of the trauma that they're experiencing right now.
hmm,
And I think that even though right now it feels like everything is super unhumane, I think we're going to have some really clear minded future leaders
yeah,
based on the climate of the world right now. If they don't develop into this mindset of selfishness, I
yeah,
feel like if more, I hope that this is making people more empathetic
yeah,
because
yeah,
it's touching a lot more people. Like
mm,
before, when we were younger, we'll see stuff on the news, and it didn't really
yeah,
touch us like that.
hmm,
But now it's all over.
yeah, yeah. Too much, too
Yeah.
much, too much.
So I
Oh,
hope our next
yeah,
generation is
yeah,
I hope they I hope that they're I know that there are young people having more conversations and being a part of
yeah,
stuff, and that's the good part of social media, that it's
mm,
allowing people to have access to things that they wouldn't have had access to. And
yeah,
there's conversations being had with young people. They're like, what is this?
yeah,
I don't think I
yeah,
was involved in the political conversations at your kids' age like they
yeah.
are
No,
now.
for sure. And being forced to have these conversations, right? Because it's so in front, like it's so obvious, right? And the beliefs in the different homes are creating these conversations for kids to have during class or at
Yes.
school or whatever the case may be, right? Because the conversations at home might look different from the people who you playing with at recess.
Right.
Like you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, how do I balance that out as a sixth grader, fifth grader, when in the home these people being spoke that or what I see on the news,
Yeah. The news, right.
but I know such and such is my best friend. So how could that be?
Right.
Like
Right.
and that's just the horrible part about it. It's just like the picture that's being painted um is not always a reality.
Right. No, and it's interesting because again, from the beginning of us recording, doing these episodes, we talked about like we play it safe a lot, right?
Uh,
And and even in our conversations offline, we still tailor ourselves around it.
yeah.
I think having those close encounters, like with my friend Angel and
Hmm.
another friend who's like a sister to me named Connie, and like I said, she packed up and left because they deported her husband to
Yeah.
Vietnam, and and
Mm.
she had a 2 year old. Like, no.
Yeah.
So it's those things for me that are hurting me, and then I'm just thinking about what is it doing to our babies? Like,
Hmm.
they're like the graduations that happened this summer where ICE came and raided the
Yeah.
graduation.
Yeah.
Like, now these kids are going to remember their graduation like
Yeah.
that,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
then it creates trauma around
Yeah.
education.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
and that's the part that I feel like is super insensitive is not only are you causing the trauma for the victims that are being deported in the way it's happening, it's the seers, the ones
Yeah.
that are there witnessing it.
Hmm.
And it's like you really are doing this without thinking about the collateral damage
Yeah.
that is happening, but most importantly, not even offering alternative healing
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
any end.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
And that's yeah.
I I know it's a lot. It's a
Yeah.
lot, but I think it I can't just skip past it in my head
No,
as
for
it's
sure.
coming up. But on a lighter note, I do look forward to see what praying that we hear, right? Praying we still here.
Man.
But I'm looking forward to see what this next generation um is going to be called to do and how they
Yeah.
handle
Yeah.
it. And it starts with the adults now
Pouring
creating
into, yep,
that.
creating
Yeah.
spaces and things of that nature, because that's where it starts. Because even though you might have someone, in a household that's painting a picture, but and also if there's no spaces to have healthy dialogue,
Hmm.
um, for under for someone to understand the culture, understand the reason why folks flee their country to come to U.S. Like there's much more than just, oh, I just like, it's danger behind it. Like there's so much more behind
It is.
it,
It is.
and we would never know the story, the true story, because of what is being painted.
Right. And
So,
it's forcing people to become barbaric in ways that people didn't think they would ever have to. So
mm,
just a quick update. I was talking to Angel last weekend, and when we talked, and I hope I'm not oversharing, but I just really want to give the lens, right, of someone who had to really uproot themselves for safety purposes, right,
mm,
and for health concerns. Like, if they would have been taken in, um, they wouldn't have been able to get medication as needed for their condition. And so the conversation was based on him finally realizing, like, I really had to leave and uproot myself. And he was like, yo, I'm alone.
mm, mm,
Going from having a whole community of people being educated, having a career. And he was like, yeah, I couldn't even tell my coworkers. And they found out. Like, people found out because of the podcast.
mm,
People found out because he didn't return to work,
yeah,
that type of thing. And so um I just sat on the phone and I said, please don't ever feel like you're interrupt. Call me,
mm,
right? Because I can't even imagine having to do
yeah,
something like that.
yeah, for sure.
And again, so it causes people to step out and be barbaric in the sense, or even heroic. You
Yeah,
know, I use barbaric in the sense of it's you're stepping out in a way that you would have never done so,
yeah.
right?
Never thought you'd be forced to.
Right, right.
Like, right, that's the difference between, oh, I'm like just gonna go versus I'm being forced to, and
Make
let
the
me,
decision if I chose to on
yeah,
my own. Like,
yeah,
I
yeah,
created this scenario of,
mm,
what? I think I want to go back to Mexico versus,
yeah, yeah,
I gotta go back.
Yeah,
and
no, for
and
sure.
to know that you have to seek refuge in a place that you didn't even ask to be removed from to begin with.
Yeah, that's
So
wild. Yeah.
so I just
Oh
wanted to give
yeah.
that update. I know. Yeah, I just wanted to give that update on Angel and continue to send prayers and positive light to Angel. I definitely want to do right. Do
Hmm.
I definitely want to do an update with Angel for season 3. I know our
Yeah.
season 2 is coming to a close in the next week or
Ba, ba,
so.
ba, ba. Ba, ba,
That's what
ba,
you're
ba.
gonna do.
Oh,
That's
sorry.
yes, what you're gonna do.
Yeah. Damn.
No,
That's
but I definitely
this is
right. We
30 weeks?
yeah, well, 30 episodes at least. Yeah.
30 weeks.
Well, because we had a little
Oh
time,
yeah, yeah, but
breaky
still,
break.
but
But yeah, but
yeah,
for
yeah,
the most part,
we
yeah,
only took what, a week, 2 weeks,
yeah, 2 weeks.
2 weeks off. Yeah, 30 weeks. 30
Yeah.
weeks. How many? Damn.
Don't you say how many weeks in a year. I don't do that. Don't embarrass me
Yeah.
like this.
Damn. Damn, there's six. Yeah, that's a long time.
Yeah. Like we
And,
are
and it's
past the half
and
year mark.
and it's crazy because like it's almost like when people say just take one step at a time, one step at a time, and that's what we did. Like it was just
Yeah.
1 week at a time, 1 week at a time. And here we
And
are,
let's and you
damn
know
near
what?
six
Let's
months in,
and the truth of the matter is it hasn't been the worst.
or over 6 months. Yeah.
It has, yeah, definitely over 6 months. It hasn't
Hmm.
even been the worst experience more than it has been experience worth experiencing. And I know you're not supposed to do double negatives or you say the same word, whatever, but I truly appreciate not holding back. Like for me, this level of vulnerability is different. Like it's
Yeah.
one thing to tell all your people what's going on,
Hmm.
but to put it on a platform where anyone has access,
Yeah.
anyone, if they just stumble across it or the right person or the wrong person, just any access. And I feel like my gift to the world is to share unfiltered conversations
Mm.
and hope that other people are cultivating these same spaces for healing. Like, I would love for you to even go back and talk to some of your friends that opened up since watching
Hmm.
YB Negative. Um, but I did, last thing, I did take a lift to the party I went to last night, and I met me and the driver was talking, and he started following us, by the way. So shout out to Vincent. And I told him about the podcast, and he was
Hmm.
like, he drives a lot,
Hmm.
and not just for Lyft, he drives
Hmm.
for his actual 9 to 5. And we just had a really dope conversation, and it reminded me of why this platform is important.
Yeah.
It's because even though you don't know each other, y'all be knowing each other's story without even knowing each other.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
some of the struggles.
Yeah.
And so he said he was gonna be listening to us while he drive, and I was like, "You want to be on the show?" And he was like,
Yeah.
I don't know about that." But I said, "Well, the offer's there,
Yeah. No, for sure. For
so we
sure.
doing
And
something,
that's for anybody. Everybody. Anybody want to be on the show? Shoot us in the DMs.
right?
DM.
You want to tell your
Uh,
family business? We're here to
yeah.
listen."
Yeah. Exactly. You got that one girl that you want to shoot your shot. You want to come over here and do it? Come on.
You
But
you sound like you want your old podcast to be a
nah,
love
nah, nah,
match.
nah,
Love.
nah, 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 nah,
You
nah.
want to be
But
a matchmaker so
but
bad.
we're
Start
definitely
with me.
open arms to that.
Look, start with me. Find my
Yeah,
husband. I'm just playing. It's a joke.
yeah.
Yeah, please. What?
We talk about that on the next episode.
That's
We
okay.
we we actually get an update on season 3 with you and
It ain't gonna be no season 3 if that's the case.
let's kick it off.
Oh well.
Kick
Well,
it.
anyway,
Anyway,
with that
anyway.
being said, or
Said
whatever, why
why
be
be well, you started adding in whatever.
going for
With
the
that being
gusto
said,
or whatever?
whatever exactly.
Why be
Be
negative?
negative, jerk.